Tzu Chi visited Caritas Haiti to ensure earthquake relief supplies will be distributed to families in need. Tzu Chi holds a special tea party to celebrate 24 years of operations in the country of Jordan. I'm Sean Scanlon. This is DI Headlines. Let's get started. Tzu Chi's Haiti earthquake response team visited Caritas Haiti to meet the CEO and traveled to a warehouse to make sure all the food supplies were ready. Each affected family will get 2 bags of supplies weighing 37.4 kilograms. These materials can be used by a family of 6 to 8 for at least a month. Here's more.
Speaking of the rural city Jeremy, which most NGOs can't seem to reach, if Caritas Haiti can help us and extend a helping hand there, Tzu Chi will appreciate it very much.
Tzu Chi's Haiti earthquake response team visited the Caritas Haiti office to discuss exactly how they could work together to distribute relief materials in the country's south.
We're very willing to collaborate with other institutions that share the same values.
We have all this spaghetti and so on, all in this bag, and we have 1 bag of rice.
Getting relief materials to those in need is a shared goal. While the volunteers work on purchasing and shipping relief items, Caritas Haiti is locating the families impacted the most. The two are set to host a distribution for up to 2,000 families in the sky, Haiti, on September the 10th.
In the coming days, food insecurity statistics will rise even if there is food in the country. But people who live in the South, especially in rural areas, may not have access to food. So helping those in need of food is very, very important.
After the meeting, the team visited the warehouse of supplier Gigi Depot to make sure all the bags of food and rice were ready.
A case of macaroni, half a gallon of oil, a pack of seasoning that was donated by my company, the salt also that was donated by my company, and 5 kilos of corn, 5 kilos of beans, and a 24-pack case of spaghetti. In addition to the 5,000 kits, we're giving out 5,000 bags of rice of 12.5 kilo each. So that was the most challenging part of the kit, trying to accommodate enough food in terms of volume that the people can actually physically carry. The bag with the handle so that the people can carry on one hand, and finally we found a formula that could last 6 to 8 for about a month. Everything is very useful inside the kit and very essential. And we're very grateful to work with Tzu Chi because I've had other contracts and nobody gets so much food in bulk ever. Like this is really generous of you guys. I was very worried that the stickers wouldn't get here on time. So I was very happy to finally get the stickers, and they stick okay enough. Very good. And it's Aqua Tabs, the little magic pill I told you about earlier. And we're entering 20 pills into each kit. So that's 100 gallons of clean, drinkable water these people are getting. The South was already in a very difficult situation because the main streets were blocked by gangs. So a lot of trucks and foods couldn't arrive. And we're still having this problem now today. I'm hoping we can deliver safely, everything safely, and the trucks can get there, but we're doing the best we can.
Complicated by gang activity, critical roads to hard-hit areas were blocked, leaving the transport of other supplies strained. So the volunteers, however, are remaining calm and vigilant while praying that supplies reach the sky safely.
You guys are all foreign, and you're doing so much for my country that it motivated even me to do more for my country. You know, I try to do what I can within my sector, but Tzu Chi really touched me because, I mean, if you guys can leave your home and your country and your jobs and come do all this help here, me that's here, I should be able to do more also. Home is home. No matter how bad it gets, home is home. I don't know any other home. This is my home. These are my people. So I have nowhere else to go. I was raised into this is our home. We need to wait it out and pray for the best and make a difference while we're here.
Tzu Chi's Haiti earthquake relief team has arrived in Haiti on September 1st and immediately started relief work. Among the local volunteers in Haiti was industrial chemist James Ocean. He has used his expertise to make 10 gallons of detergent to be given to earthquake survivors in southern Haiti. Let's take a look.
Moi étudié chimie industrielle.
I majored in industrial chemistry. Back in college, I learned how to make detergent, shampoo, conditioner, perfume, paint, nail polish, and hand sanitizer.
Peinture à l'eau, peinture à l'huile, cutex, base, sanitizer. Ok, c'est acheté réactif.
I bought enough ingredients to make 10 gallons of detergent. I plan to distribute it in disaster area in the south after it is done.
À le distribuer avec Grand Sud là. À mettre pour commencer, et Texapon.
First of all, we add industrial sea salt, or salt, the main ingredient for detergent, anionic surfactant. Then we mix them until they become a white mixture.
Jusqu'à ce que pour les moments une pâte blanche. Texapon c'est lui même qui liquide là vraiment vrai. Mais son produit tellement cumé, si ou pas mettre sel dans la dedans pour réduire.
The main ingredient for detergent, anionic surfactant, will produce a lot of bubbles. So if we do not add some salt, it will become difficult to flush it clean. Salt can reduce the amount of bubbles. We need to add 16 ounces of thickener in 10 gallons of detergent.
16 onces pour 10 gallons. Nous allons prendre comperlant cadet. Comperlant ensuite, nous gagnons.
After adding non-ionic, surfactant, comperlant KD, and preservative, sodium benzoate, the validity period can be extended.
Produit durer plus longtemps conservé, il pas perdu dans odeur li. Ensuite, ça c'est colorant, couleur bleue. Ouais, c'est beauté.
At last, I would add blue coloring and powder it in water. The fragrance is very strong.
Chiclets qui gagnent parfait. C'est pas premier. M'habitué faire en pile.
This is not the first time I'm making these products. I've also made detergent in the past. Now I have decided to do this because Dharma Master Zhen Yan has taught me that I must share. Some Taiwanese people have come here to help Haitians affected by the earthquake in southern Haiti. As a Haitian, I should also do that. I should do my best to help my fellow countrymen. It happens that my expertise is what is needed by the quake survivors.
Avec 10 gallons, 90 bouteilles.
After making 10 gallons of detergent, we can place them into 80 to 90 bottles. It is important that Haitians in the disaster area have detergent to wash their clothes, maintain cleanness and health.
Au nom de la Fondation Tzu Chi du Taïwan,
we represent Tzu Chi Foundation from Taiwan, so we should be clean and neat as we help earthquake-affected residents in southern Haiti.
Haïtiens qui en difficulté dans le sud pays. Partager, c'est quelque chose.
Sharing is an expression of the spiritual state. That is taught by God. So it is important to share. If you contribute, you will gain something. This is the law of nature. The sun sets at 6 p.m., but we know that by the next day, it will rise again.
Bodh Gaya, India, the place of enlightenment of Sakyamuni, is one of the 4 holy places of Buddhism. The COVID-19 pandemic is so severe that local temples closing, making itinerant monks who wander around with no fixed cultivation residences lacking support and offerings. Tzu Chi volunteers in India host a relief distribution, giving food care packages to a total of 4,000 villagers and 300 monks in 3 villages. Here's more.
Bodh Gaya in India is where the Buddha got enlightenment. Itinerant monk is a monk who wanders around the country without a fixed cultivation place. Yet the coronavirus pandemic has restrained their free movement. The food care packages can allow monks to use for 3 months with peace of mind. The same aid distribution will also be hosted in 2 other villages, helping 4,000 villagers tide over difficulties. On the other side of the earth, the Buddha's disciples rely on each other with peace of mind.
Since 1997, Tzu Chi has been active spreading love and compassion in Jordan. It has now been 24 years since Tzu Chi has operated in the country. To commemorate this moment, a special tea party was held, inviting those who have received Tzu Chi assistance before. Take a look. Whether it is going deep into the valleys to care for poor Bedouins or providing medical assistance to refugees and the poor, Tzu Chi will always be there. On the 24th anniversary of Tzu Chi in Jordan, a tea party was held to invite teachers and children who have received Tzu Chi's assistance before to celebrate this rare moment.
This is Tzu Chi's 24th anniversary in Jordan. With the blessings of Master Zhen Yan, we have come a long way. There are a lot of brothers and sisters behind us providing support. We hope that Tzu Chi will take root in Jordan.
Taiwan Tzu Chi Foundation also connected with the Jordan chapter to send blessings.
We are grateful to Sister Hui Zhen, the first Tzu Chi volunteer who brought Tzu Chi to Jordan. I'm also grateful to Brother Chen Qiuhua for helping Tzu Chi take root locally.
Let's continue to work hard in the Middle East, setting a good example with Tzu Chi's spirit in Jordan.
Our hearts and thoughts are for all the suffering sensuous beings, and we are willing to use the spirit of compassion and joy to rescue them from suffering. I believe that Jordan Tzu Chi will continue for more than 24 years. It should be long-lasting.
Tzu Chi has been in Jordan for 24 years, crossing the barriers of race and religion, hoping to show the spirit of great love to relieve everyone from suffering. Asue has a congenital illness and is only 99 centimeters tall. Ai has heart failure and myocardial enlargement and is unable to work. The two used to be neighbors in a condemned building and they had nowhere to go. Thanks to the help of the borough chief and Tzu Chi volunteers, they now have a new place to call home. Take a look. Fugui market is the government. Someone else rented it from the government, and I'm renting it from them. He has my back just in case I fall. He is behind me to catch me. This building is being torn down, and they are building something new here, so we need to move. When the rocks fall down at night, it scares me. This happens a lot at night, so everyone was afraid and quickly moved.
Renting a place takes about 40 or 50,000 NT dollars for 2 people. Tzu Chi put the money for them up front, so the landlord would let them move in.
We have subsidized them rent for the first 3 months and a deposit, which is 2 months of rent. The borough head said he will help them apply for rent subsidies through the government, which will be enough for them, but it won't happen so quickly. It will take about 3 months to process. So that's why we have provided 3 months of rent for them. However, will the aid be approved in 3 months? We won't know for sure, so we will continue to check in on them. I'm making pants for Bodhisattva Ashe because his stature is unique and it's hard for him to buy clothes. It's like making items for myself. There's no difference. Even though it's for someone else, we need to make it look nice. This is the back side and that's the cover for the right side. I hope it will look nice on him.
In the year 2025, Taiwan will become a super-age society, where more than 20% of the total population is aged 65 years and older. How to ensure the safety of the elderly at home is one of the most important aspects to pay attention to. Tzu Chi has been carrying out projects aimed at improving the elderly's home environment all across the island. Recently, they visited Hualien's Tzu Chi Township to survey the needs of 200 elderly people.
This 70-some-year-old grandmother Lai is hard of hearing and lives alone. Volunteers carefully survey the safety improvements she may need in her home. Mr. Ma's toilet is a squatting toilet, and when the couple have to use the restroom at night, they often slip and fall.
My wife has trouble squatting down and getting up. She needs to use a bar to pull herself up. It's not convenient. Please help.
Tzu Chi Foundation has since 2010 promoted improving the homes of seniors, including such remodeling services as installing a handlebar, creating barrier-free zones, adding extra light fixtures, installing slip-proof areas, and changing out squat toilets, all to decrease their fall risk at home.
The elderly population in the tribal village is increasing, and they're also falling down more. We find that many have such improvement needs, so we're thankful Tzu Chi is here to provide such a service.
Zhuoxi Township has 6 villages, and each has around 200 households. This township does not have a lot of resources, but they also have many elderly living here. So we are especially here to ensure each family can live in comfort now they are older.
The volunteers' detailed care and the skills of the professionals will ensure the safety of the seniors in this area for days to come.
Thousands of gratitude, really, I'm so moved.
To encourage police officers to adopt the vegetarian diet, a buffet restaurant owner in Tainan provided a variety of vegetarian food and lunch boxes to support Tzu Chi volunteers who are promoting vegetarianism. The restaurant owner sells vegetarian food at a fair price, despite rising vegetable costs. In the past, the restaurant sold meat dishes. Now the restaurant owner said that after switching over to vegetarian food, he feels less burdened mentally and physically.
There are lavish food on a table in the lunch boxes. Despite the rising vegetable prices, these lunch boxes are sold at a fair price.
We must provide colorful and beautiful food, as if they are pieces of artwork.
The restaurant owner has provided a variety of vegetables and fruit. More than 10 types of dishes, all are great values for their prices.
The food ingredients look very clean.
The restaurant owner has to prepare more than 30 kinds of food since the morning. He cooks them with simple method, keeping the original taste of the vegetables.
We simply switch vegetarian food ingredients for meat products. We do not use those spices.
The couple has been running the buffet restaurant for decades. 12 years ago, the wife wanted to switch to selling vegetarian food.
Processing so much fish, chicken, and pork, you will feel heavy in the heart. Now that I have switched to selling vegetarian food, every day I process vegetables and I do not feel burdened. I feel more kind-hearted while eating vegetarian food.
Selling vegetarian food, the restaurant owners have supported city volunteers and pandemic prevention staff, and also inspired many meat eaters to change their diet.
I feel very at ease after eating the food.
We do the work mindfully with the joyful heart.
The restaurant owners promote vegetarianism with a sincere heart. They will continue to invite more people to experience the benefits of vegetarianism.
Tzu Chi's aid to Haiti successfully arrived in the hardest hit areas. A total of 4 different trucks delivered 1,250 bags of grain and 750 bags of rice. Haitian armed police and security guards were stationed along the way, ensuring this batch of materials will be distributed to 2,000 families in need. We leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.